Hey guys, Thomas Bartke here. Merry Christmas. It's Christmas Eve, 2014, and I want to make a little present to all of y'all by letting you in for a very limited time into REDretarget for a one-time fee only, no more monthly payments for this special run that is going to be open through the end of the year. Now, in case you're confused about what REDretarget is about, or you have never really understood how much it can help you, I'm going to do a quick walkthrough in this video through the main aspects where REDretarget can help you with your links, with your campaigns. It's all geared towards Teespring, but it also works very well for other t-shirt marketing platforms as well as affiliate marketers in general. There are tons and tons of features that go deep and deep into what you can do with it, that sometimes it can be a little bit confusing. And so I want to go through this here real quick to show you, one step at a time. So the surface here, we're inside REDretarget, inside your WordPress install where your REDretarget is going to live. And it kind of looks a little bit like a linked redirect program like Pretty Link or something like that. If you've worked with that before, this will be very familiar, and it's really not harder than that to operate REDretarget. So the first level, the first layer of usefulness is it creates a redirect link to your shirt or to your affiliate marketing, to your landing pages or whatever it is that you're promoting. But inside that redirect link is a ton of stuff that happens that REDretarget can do that no other link redirect program can do. Not with Bitly, not with Pretty Link, not with any even of the other retargeting programs that are not even hosted on your own domain. You can do these things. So let me show you first how it works. Okay, the basic accomplishment here is that we have a default parameter. That default parameter will track any clicks that are going on your link when it's being clicked without running an ad to it, without putting any outside parameters onto the link. And let me just show you how this shows up in your Teespring analytics. Right here, we're in the get parameter, get variable data section of Teespring Analytics. And right here, this one right here, here's your default variable key name. Okay, and you can name that anything you want. It doesn't have to be KW. My favorite is KW. So that's why you'll see this in all of my campaigns and all my videos as a recurring name for that default parameter. But you can name that anything you want. You can name it VAR, you can name it V, you can name it key, anything you want. Okay, it's just a name. Okay, so that is the name of the default parameter. And then the value for the default parameter is different for each link inside the link, right? What I was showing you over here, this one right here, the default parameter is set to the name being KW and then the value being PPE. So this, for me, stands for page post engagement. So that means it's a post that's going to go on a link that's going to go in a post on Facebook that I'm going to be running page post engagement ads to. I could run other ads to that post as well, but this is just more or less, this is going to go with the link. The link is going to go with the post, okay? So don't confuse the different layers. There's the link, the post, and then there's the ads. And they all go through the same link, right? But it all starts with the link. So I use one link for each post that I'm making, and then you can run different ads to that same post, and they will change up the parameters. But the default parameter value right here, PPE, will go with the link, and that link will be only in one post in my system, okay? Only one post. One post per, one link per post, okay? So therefore, I can now see this one here is a default value. That's the default value for one of the PPE posts. And I had, 361 clicks on this, 22 orders placed, and 23 shirts ordered with a total conversion rate of 6%. Now, this one over here is another default value. This one indicates PPE2. So that is a second post that is also the same type of post, and I've been running page post engagement ads to that. And that's the second one, okay? So now in this one, I had 230 clicks, 11 sales, conversion rate was this, right? Now, for example, let's go down below here. This one is a value for this parameter that has been added to the link by a Facebook ad. This particular ad here, this all means something to me, and you can put whatever value you want that means something to you. I can break this down for you, but it doesn't have to be this way. You can make this up whichever way you like, okay? But here's the main point. This one still tells me that it was an ad that was going to the first link that was in the first page post, in the first post that I ran the ads to, versus this one here that has a little 2 there. That tells me that this ad was running to the second post, okay? And then you can see the stats for those right here, okay? Now let me break this one down for you real quick here. This one means this LOO I use when I use a lookalike audience. S means that's multiple lookalike audiences combined in this ad. M stands for male. 25-54 stands for age range between 25 and 54. MAR stands for married, and these here stand for mobile. Let's see, mobile on Wi-Fi and desktop. Okay, so that's my breakdown. But again, you can put any parameter here that you want. And this one here, same thing, right? What do I have here? This one says pink. PI is usually pink. That's my pink hoodie when I'm selling hoodies. And this here says lookalike. This is 1, so this is one of the lookalike audiences, namely the first one. Then male, same age range, same gender here. The married, and then same attachment here. The placement variables, same thing over here. Okay, let's go further down. Now this one here is CTW. That means I was running a click to website ad, and this one says RET. That means it was a retargeting ad. And this here means it was desktop and sidebar combined, okay? And again, you see the results here, and they're tracked separately. Now this one here, this is another interesting one, okay? This one says PPE2, so that's that one, and that one says REE. So that was a link or a value that I created for that link, for that parameter, that went to a re-engagement comment response. And you can see here, pretty good response, but not that great of a conversion rate. So, whatever. And these other two here, TY5 and TY5 page, that is actually another new type of new way of running a funnel. This is an opt-in funnel, and I have them landing on a thank you page after the opt-in. And this tells me that right off of the thank you page, I had 4 sales right after the opt-in. Right, and pretty darn high here in the conversion rate. And then in addition, I'm sending a thank you email, and from that thank you email, there's this here and here. That's the value that comes from that, and I had another 24 sales from that one, and this is also a very high conversion rate. So this combined here, this one is, again, this is a thank you email that was sent right after the opt-in. This was a thank you page that was used to land them on right after the opt-in. So between this and this, I can count my sales here. That's 28 sales right here in this campaign, and that's pretty darn good too. So there you go. So this is kind of in a real life example. You can see the breakdown between the organic sales and the organic sales to 2 different posts, and then a set of funnel sales, a set of re-engagement sales, a set of retargeting sales, and a set of directly tracked sales that were tracked to a specific ad on Facebook, this one and this one, okay? And this is not complete, but I think this is close enough for you to get kind of to grasp the value of how this helps you narrow down where are your conversions coming from, and where should you spend more of your advertisement attention and more of your scaling attention, and where should you spend a little less of that attention. So, several of the users of REDretarget right now that are using REDretarget having great results. I'm going to post some of them in the video here in just a minute. There's I'm going to show them to you in just a minute here, but they're using REDretarget to track and to scale and to help them with their tracking and their scaling and to help them know where their sales are coming from, where the conversions are coming from, okay? And that is the key power of REDretarget. Now that's the key power number one. The secondary key power is that you can actually build your custom audiences, and you can segment them and separate them into different groups of different audiences for each link. Because as you may know or may not know, when you build your custom audience in Facebook, you usually put a Facebook tracking pixel onto your landing pages on Teespring, for example. And then that audience builds off of all people that visit that shirt page. Now, with REDretarget, you can build a custom audience inside the redirect step, okay? So that means you can build a separate custom audience for this link, and then another separate audience link, separate custom audience for this link. And that means you could build separate custom audiences, for example, for one that goes only from only to the pink hoodies, or only one that goes only to the t-shirts, or one that comes only from male visitors, and the other one that comes only from female visitors. Or or you can easily segment different time frames of when the visits occurred, right? By just putting up a new link, and then you say, okay, build a new custom audience for this link, and then you know, because this link didn't have any visitors prior to when you created it, you know that this segment of your custom audience is only more recent visitors. And I found that in my retargeting ads, you can actually get better results when you send retargeting ads more to more recent visitors for the same shirt, and then segment older custom audiences so that you can send new shirts to them, new designs that fit the same niche, or strategies like this you can use. But it helps with your ROI if you don't just keep hammering the same growing custom audience that now is getting older and older, and you already by now you can know that they're really not that interested in that specific design that they've already seen. Okay, so and this here, let me just show you how this works. Let's just edit a link here, or let's just go the other way, and let me just show you how easy it is to clone a link first. Okay, here's a cloning feature here. So if you're starting a campaign, or if you're doing the same campaign and you're doing another link to the same campaign, it's very easy to keep all your settings over here. Just go ahead and here and hit clone, and bam, everything here stays the same. It created a copy of the same campaign name that you had before, and it automatically generated a new link slug here for your URL, and everything else, all the other settings, stay the same. Okay, that is very practical because it saves you a ton of time, makes creating a new link very simple, very easy. Okay, so let's go through a couple of the fields here. Down below here, the bottom, this here is where your tracking code goes, right? So you can put all kinds of tracking code in here. The easiest, simplest way is putting your Facebook custom audience tracking code in here, and that means every time someone visits this link, this redirect link, your Facebook pixel code is going to be fired, and that person that visited this redirect link is going to be added to that custom audience. That, by the way, is great for when you're promoting pages or when you're promoting stuff that you don't really have access to, putting your Facebook custom audience tracking pixel onto that landing page, right? Now you can build a Facebook custom audience off of any link that you're posting, right? You can send a link to Amazon, you can send a link to JVZoo products, to any other affiliate products where you don't have access to putting your own tracking code onto the landing page, and bam, REDretarget builds that custom audience for you. Okay, so it's as simple as this. The first time you put your first link in here, you just grab your custom audience code from Facebook, you paste it into this field, and there it is. It'll always stay there. When you clone the link, it'll come back there. There's also, you can use it as default tracking code. There's an extra checkbox here where even when you don't clone a link, but you just create a link from scratch, it'll also keep and maintain the custom audience pixel that you put in here once. Okay, so that makes it very easy, very simple. But also, you can also put other tracking code in here, all kinds of other tracking code. Okay, for example, for one of my funnels, for the opt-in funnel, I'm actually using the conversion step is inside a REDretarget link. Okay, I'm actually putting a conversion pixel in this case into the REDretarget link. I'm going to put the conversion pixel that sends them to the thank you page. So that way I know I'm only going to add people or I'm only going to trigger conversions when someone new gets onto the list, not when someone comes to the list who's already in the list. Okay. So this is a cool feature there. You can track all kinds of things. You can put tracking code from other audience tracking providers on there. You can even put Google Analytics code in here if you want to track Google Analytics visitors in your domain where you install the REDretarget script. Okay, so now here is where you put in the default parameters, right? And it's actually very simple. So when you have this link right here, this here, let me just save this link, okay? So this is the copy link right here. Okay, good. So let's go over here. So this is a link that we just created. It's a clone of this one. So all of this here is all exactly the same. Now back here, let's go over here for a second. Back here are the links, right? Here is the actual redirect, the link that it's going to go to. And here is the slug of the actual redirect link that you're going to place in places. So you can just click on this little copy icon down here. And now when you open up a new browser window, let's come up here and go in here and copy this. There's your link, right? And so now when you hit this, when you visit this link, it goes through to the landing page and see what all it puts on here. See, the first one is KW equals PPE, and that is the default parameter that you configured inside the link. Now let's go back. Okay, let's go back here and let me put question mark KW equals PPE add female 2554. Let's just say I want to do something like this. Okay, now if you go through this one, see now the KW equals PPE has been replaced by the value that's here. And that is exactly what you're going to do when you run your Facebook ads, right? So right over here in my Facebook account, right here, where you have optional URL tags, this is in Power Editor. This field is also accessible in Ad Manager. Here you would put KW equals, just like this, and then whatever the variable is that tracks this particular ad, and this this value here would then be added to the link right over here. Okay, right here, this one. Okay, now what are these other things? Well, this is another extra feature of REDretarget that nobody else has in the same way, shape, or form. It actually allows you to land people on any product inside your shirt, not just on the front page. Okay, so in this case here, we've landed on a pink shirt because that is the configuration parameters here, the ones after the hashtag sign. Those are built into this particular link. Let's go back in here and let me show you that. So right here, see this here? It has here additional variables. Now, any additional variables that your link needs can be placed in here. So if I take these out, let me just take them out and save. And now I'm going to go back in over here and use that same redirect link again. It may actually not work right now. Yeah, it does. Okay, wonderful. So now this is being redirected this time to the front shirt, which is yellow, right? Here it is. So before that, we landed on the pink shirt, which was this one over here, because the pink shirt's hashtag variables were placed inside the REDretarget URL. So that's another cool thing that you can do. Now you can run different PPE ads, PPE posts, to the different colors of the shirt and test out which color shirt has the best conversion on the ad. And that's a really cool thing too. And you can land them directly on that shirt by using these parameters inside REDretarget. So there you go. These are some of the wonderful features in REDretarget. And again, they help you by tracking your conversions, tracking your traffic, tracking your conversions, knowing exactly which ad they come from, knowing exactly which post they come from, even if they don't come from an ad, right? Even if they don't come from an ad, the traffic and the conversions are tracked in Teespring Analytics if you just work with this simple parameter here. Now there's an extended mode. Let's go into this other link over here real quick. This one right here. And, don't let this confuse you. If this sounds confusing to you, don't let it confuse you. But just know that this is available, right? Everything we talked to up to right now, you can use today and enhance your tracking and know exactly what's going on with your campaigns. And tracking doesn't sell shirts by itself, but tracking surely helps you improve your targeting, improve your scaling, improve where you spend more ad money and where you reduce your spending so that you scale efficiently and get higher ROI and more sales that way and with less money spent. So I wanted to give you an example of a user here, power seller Tarun Rati. He has huge amount of sales and he says this is what you call concrete data using Google Analytics. Seriously guys, if you want to do huge campaigns, track every possible parameter. Tracking is the king of getting good ROI. Lots of thanks to Thomas Bartke again for making me more serious about tracking. And then he explains this data here. It shows traffic, sales, and conversion from paid traffic, organic traffic, and successful ad groups. Now it's easy for me to kill the non-performing age group and scale the rest. Okay, so here's that more complicated, more advanced mode, and that we call that the UTM mode, because you can put UTM tracking parameters in here so that you can see exactly in Google Analytics, not just in Teespring Analytics, but in Google Analytics, you can see exactly where your traffic is coming from, and you can track all your sales now inside Google Analytics, not just in Facebook, not just in Teespring, but in Google Analytics directly. So that's an advanced mode, that's there. Then there's also the advanced mode in running opt-in campaigns, and I'll share with you inside the members area a detailed sequence of videos and action steps on how to set up a conversion funnel so that you can track everything with REDretarget and optimize your ads to the conversion, which is the opt-in. And then even after that, like I showed you here before, track the sales that are coming from the opt-in funnel separately. So wow, look at that. I'm not only am I building a list, but I'm actually making sales off of the opt-in funnels right here and right here. So that's pretty cool stuff. Again, REDretarget so far is only sold on a monthly subscription basis, and many users think it's well worth that. For Christmas, as a thank you and present to you, I'm letting you in right now until the end of the year, until December 31st, for the price that is advertised below. So come on in, take advantage of this, and I'll be happy to help you get set up and get going. Thanks a lot and Merry Christmas. This is Thomas Bartke signing off.